This black and white unit right here is the single most powerful unit I have ever seen in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. So to beat it, we're gonna take Miles Morales and upgrade him into a god. So this is our Miles Morales unit, and he's pretty powerful. He's got about 40,000 HP, 10 times movement, 20 times damage. He's strong. He's got lots of great abilities, and his attacks are the harpoons, and he's pretty good, guys. But when you compare it to our lovely opponent, it's not even close. So we need to take him and turn him into a god. How do we do that? How do we take this unit and godify him? First and foremost, let's go through the abilities. Super jump, probably not strong enough. Taekwondo kick, probably not strong enough. Boxer punch can go, the Jester dodge can go, and the Knight's charge can go. Remove those abilities. We need to make him powerful. We're also going to remove his attacks. One was the harpoon and one was the lightning. I want to step this up to a massive degree. Miles Morales has a Venom Strike, which is a form of a direct energy, kind of like electricity. So as such, we're going to give him the lightning projectile block and start to really hone in on his lightning abilities. If he was going to ascend to a god, he would definitely become more powerful in the realm of lightning. I will allow him to keep a super jump so he still has that Spider-Man kind of feel. And obviously, when you become a god, you can fly in the sky. So if you can fly in the sky, why would he even need super jump? Remove super jump. That was stupid. But the question remains, what kind of a god does he become? Does he become the kind of god who has Reaper wings? Is that befitting of a Miles Morales god? I mean, visually, it looks good, but would it really help him? Would it really allow him to fight? Honestly, I don't think so. I think something along the lines of the Dark Peasant Hands is much more suited to Miles Morales, much more suited to a godly form, an evolution of this Spider-Man. And if that's true, he really doesn't need lightning projectile block anymore. It takes care of everything. I kind of want to see Miles Morales become a vengeful, kind of a dark god. So I'm thinking a giant fear is a little bit fitting here. I can see him striking fear into massive amounts of enemies. And then if he ever does die, a Reaper explosion sounds really, really good. And you know what? Just to up his power level, because we are fighting something completely overpowered and broken, we're going to double up on the Dark Hands of God now. Now we're talking. Now we're turning him into a god, guys. For the abilities, we discussed how he does have power over electricity in a very small form. What we're going to do is we're going to get the Dark Peasant Hands. Dark Peasant Throw. And the Dark Peasant Throw is going to throw the lightning ability of the Wizard Spell. You guys remember that? Do you remember that from a previous video where we saw what this could do in the wrong hands? Well, those wrong hands now belong to Miles Morales. This is going to be disgusting. Here, allow me to give you a little taste. See, this is the non-increased attack speed version of what we're seeing. Wait until we jack his power level up. Coming over here into the clothes, we need to upgrade him, to step him up, to make him much more powerful than before. He can't just look the same. That's just not fair. So what I want to do, which is slightly counterintuitive to a standard Miles Morales, is I want to beef him up. I want to make him thicker. I want to make him stronger. I want people to see when they look at him and go, yes, he is a god. He has transcended into a powerful form, a more powerful version than before. We are just gonna stack some body armor on this guy so that when you look at him, you go, yes, this is a god. And we need something on his head, something to explain his divinity. How do we do that to Miles Morales? Does he get a crown? A dark crown? Or this crown with a kind of a hood going on? This is interesting. Blood red crown? Oh, I kind of like that a lot, guys. Not gonna lie. You know, if we do this shirt instead, and we take this, we color this the black, we take this, we color this the red, that is pretty, oh no, it's a weird neck thing going on. Never mind, I thought I found something cool. I'm liking all the little red accents all throughout him. He looks fantastic. Ooh, I think he needs a cape. Because he's become a god. He's basically royalty in a way. He's much more nobler, much more powerful. So we will make a lovely cape for him. This, actually, let's go black middle and red trim. That is much better. And then the red buttons. Oh, dude. This is what a godly Miles Morales looks like. What do you think? Score to 10. How good is he? I think he's awesome. We need to use him to defeat this impossible unit that I've been trying to defeat for quite some time. So we're going to jack up his stats. How about we add some zeros to start? And then, hold on. Didn't somebody say if I use 0, he basically has infinite? No, gives him 1 HP. Okay. 2, hold on. 2e to, what if I do 9e to the 36? Because 36 was the limit before. Is this going to break? I'm just gonna take a really quick new picture and then reload it and see if it works properly. Let's grab our Miles Morales God and reload him and check the HP. 9e to the 36 is still there. Yeah, size is perfectly fine. Size does need to be adjusted. Weights, he's got some heft to him. Movement speed, let's increase that at least by 50. Attack speed, 0s. He's going to be a machine gun. Part of the reason why he needs so much weight is to counteract the machine gun. And then damage, how many zeros can I put this? How many zeros can I do? This is a god. We must godify him. I'm gonna hold down 0 for a while. How many points is he worth now? 2.7 billion? He's worth 2.7 billion points? Nah, he's worth 120. He's 120 points. I need to make a new faction for these guys. We're gonna make a god faction to gods. Now let's take a look at our Miles Morales god, who is spinning like a top, and I don't know why. Is it the speed? Is it the weight? He won't slow down. Let's just have a quick little test and see what happens. There goes the dark hand. He's running away. Oh, that's powerful. Oh, that is so powerful, except he's spinning like a top. How do we stop the spinning? This is not how a god should be acting in the slightest. Nah. So as you can see right now, he's spinning like a top here in the unit creator. So we're gonna go over here and movement speed to 1. Test the unit. Let's see what happens. Okay, he's no longer being the spinning top. Now he's just a destructive force of death. Okay, let's fix the weight down to 1. And then we'll test the unit, and now he seems to be moving much more normally. Fantastic. That's, whoa, where did that mammoth go from? That wasn't a mammoth, that was a minotaur. I saw a blue thing flash over there. There's stuff falling everywhere. All right, Miles, this is up to you. I need you to defeat this enemy. First, we're gonna start with the minotaurs. Can you defeat the minotaurs? Yep, that looks good. What about these ice giants? I didn't have a chance to slow time down. There is one thing I want to test. Hello, my name is Crow. I am a god. You are a god, I am a god. And I'm gonna take the ballista bolts and I'm just gonna try and see if I can move you. I gave you 10,000 weight. Are these gonna move you, my lovely god? No, he just kind of ignored them. We gotta try it again. So if I'm back here, right? If I'm back here, the dark hands of God, the 2 layers of them are gonna stop them dead in their tracks. But if I spawn them in tight, just try and knock him flying using the power of the ballista bolts knockback, which we've seen do insane things. He just kind of like shrugs it off. It's like, yeah, you hit me. So what? Oh, it's just gross. Oh, it's just gross. We've created a monster. We've created a monster. Now to really put Miles Morales to the test, let's go Ant-Man and every single Avenger we've ever created, not including Miles Morales, because that's just some weird wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey, destroying all of humanity kind of thing. We're going to summon one of each and every Avenger unit that I've got. And now we're going to watch the fight in 3, 2, 1, go. Dark Hands of God going out, the knockback, the machine gun, lightning, wizard spell is just annihilating everything. It doesn't seem to have enough damage. Like, Galactus is still alive. Galactus is still alive. How can I make it deal even more damage? Isn't the damage high enough? I want to try and possess Galactus. How much HP does Galactus have? We have a problem, guys. Because Galactus' HP is not going down. Galactus has 1e to the 36 HP. Just a massive amount of HP. And the Wizard Spell isn't able to do it. I think this might mean we have a problem. We fight our lovely, massive enemy. Here it is. The moment we've waited for. The test we have. Miles Morales ascended to a god. Can he defeat this insane creation? I have a bad feeling about this. I don't think that lightning is going to be enough. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. He moves in. Superman style. Dark hands. Not enough. Does he land a good punch? Red victory. Ladies and gentlemen, the punch of this unit. His hands are too powerful. I think it's because of how this game is designed. The super peasant punch is the strongest attack in the game, and therefore when you multiply it, it is the strongest thing possible. No matter how much we multiply the lightning, its base damage is nothing compared to the punch. Today, we have failed our test to create a god. Today, we're going to be making Symbiote Spider-Man. Not just any Spider-Man, but Symbiote Spider-Man. Is to add him to our massive list of units here. Who we don't have is Symbiote Spider-Man. So it's Spider-Man in a black suit, but he's got like the symbiote coming through his body, and it's gonna add a little something to our build, make him a little bit different than a standard Spider-Man, make him a little bit different than a Venom. He's somewhere in between. So first things first, guys, we need to grab a suit, and I'm leaning between I'm thinking multiple suits, and you'll see why. Because I want to have the black suit, but I want it to be a slightly different black than the symbiote. So the symbiote portion of the suit is going to be even darker. You'll see what I mean when it happens. So what we'll do is I'm going to keep the suit this gray. I'm actually going to pick a gray. So this is black. This is going to be symbiote black, but the suit is going to be a little bit lighter. Because what you're going to see is you're going to see the symbiote different from the suit. It's going to melt it together, and it's going to be a really cool look. So that is that. Now we need to hide his face. And there's obviously a couple ways we can do that, and the first of which is going to be the balaclava. We're going to make sure that the balaclava is the correct dark gray. There we go. The beginnings of our Spider-Man. And he would not be Spider-Man, guys, without his amazing Spider-Man mask. We have to try and find, what was it? Was it a hero mask? I'm pretty sure, guys, that it was a hero mask. But now, Spider-Man's mask is usually black, but when he's in symbiote form, it is actually white. So the headband is going to be suit gray. As you can see, it melds into the suit, so you barely can see it's there. And then this portion is going to be not brown, it is going to be white. And then we have to hide his eyes, because you don't want to see Spider-Man's eyes behind the mask. And we could do a superhero. Actually, you know what we could do? Watch this. We could do eyes. We can grab ghost eyes or any of these, but obviously they change shape randomly, but we can use these eyes to hide the Spider-Man mask. Now, sometimes you can do something like the war goggles. I'm pretty sure I've done the war goggles before with this kind of a build. Yeah, you could do the war goggles. They actually might turn out better. Let's be real, right? You take this, you color everything else the correct specific shade of gray. And let's take a look. Yeah, kind of want to do the war goggles. They do a better job than the eyes hiding that white, though there is some dark in here. Which section is that? Is it this section? So what if I turn this white? Is that better? You know what? I think that's better. Yep, that's better. Okay, so we've got the symbiote Spider-Man coming along, but we're not quite there yet. Now we need to add that little bit of symbiote-ness, which means what we're going to do is we're going to hide a lot of things. The first things first, we have to hide his legs, because the Spider-Man white of his suit is only in the chest, right? It's only right here, so we don't need any of this down here. So we gotta find some pants to cover his legs, so that that's not quite right there. We're gonna find some pants to cover his legs so that we can hide his symbiote. And it might need multiple sets of pants to pull this off. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, actually, this might help. So look at this. You see all this? If I turn this black, all of a sudden you can see the gooey fluidness of the symbiote kind of coming through the suit there. And that's the kind of look I'm going to go for. You're going to have the symbiote amongst the suit. I mean, we know it's part of the suit, but it's going to give it that multi-layered, textured kind of feel, which is fantastic. I'm looking for pants that will let me cover up his legs. Oh man, that's again the hard part when you have all these layers of clothing. Like, it's so hard. Okay, so I gotta cover up those feet somehow. How do I find pants that go even lower down than the feet? So just try and find some pants here. Dice pants, not particularly. No. Come on, it's gotta be something, guys. A little something that goes a little bit further down the legs and covers up a little bit more, but it's not wavy, right? Guys, I have a problem. Oh, hello. This might help because it covers up rather nicely, right? But it's going to require me to make a lot of no, black. Thank you. There we go. Now we're really covering up most of his clothing. Now, if I'm boots, but I only know of one set of boots that cover his feet. We might not cover his feet, guys, because I only know of one set of boots that will go over the suit. We've used it many times. It's the holiday shoes, but then he looks clunky. We're not doing that. Not doing that. Now the fun. I need to get some fluid up here. Actually, one thing I'm gonna add before we even do anything: the symbiote Spider-Man, because it's symbiote, is Reaper wings. Excellent. All right, back to clothing. I need to get something going on up here. What I need are some, you know what I might do first? Before we move on, I might take this other gray and make it just one step darker, right? Just one step darker. Let me go over here to the mask, make the band one step darker. Excellent, right? And then see the band over here. Go over here, make this step dark. No, not all the way dark. One step darker. One step darker. There we go. Now there's less difference between the two different layers of suit. He's going along beautifully. Now we need a little something here in the middle. I have an idea. Give the torso to the necklace. The necklace. Take this necklace. Go like this. Color it's a lovely black. Beautiful. Get some black there in the chest. Now I need more clothing, more shirts that can do the torso. I need like simple shirts that aren't wavy, that aren't flappy, fluttery. They're smooth, but we'll no. One second. No. It's harder than it looks. Gotta find, like, I get a vision in my mind of how this is going to work. I just gotta find. It needs to be clothing, but that's too much. What about some suits? Are there other suits in the game that have different layering? Let's check. What if I grab the wetsuit? This wetsuit has different layering. Interesting. What if I make this black? And make this black. And make this black. Oh, look at the different layers of really darkness of the symbiote like oozing out of his suit. That's really cool. Though what I might do is, you see these headbands? I might make them black, right? Because since the wetsuit goes over top of the bone suit, I might make the bands black so that they meld into his head much better like that. Is that the balaclava? I think that's the balaclava, which is still the wrong shade of black. There we go. Now it's all melded in there. Look at that. That's so cool. So you see different shades of blackness for the different oozingness of the symbiote. You've got the chest symbol kind of going on, these white lines going off the spider symbol. Now, if I could block the back and block the arms, we're on like a super mega wing. Is there a cape? I don't know. I don't know if there's like a cape or like a cloak or something that could help, right? Oh, but it covers the front. Why does it have to cover the front? If it didn't cover the front, it would look fantastic. That's so frustrating. We were so close, guys. We almost had it. We were just like right there. I need to cover. What's this? Draugr cape. Oh, this is from the Moz. Thor cape. We're not going to use any modded stuff. I don't think we're going to have... that's... I don't know. Because it's kind of... no, I'm not giving him a cape. I just want to cover it, you know? I just want to cover his back. But honestly, this turned out really good. But what I don't like, you see these little like hip things going on? It's these legacy pants. They got those hippie things going on. I don't like that. It's gotta be a smooth and sleek line. Because it's Spider-Man. Spider-Man is smooth and sleek. Maybe I can find some boots. Some sleek boots. Like vampire boots. Something that can help mask a lot of that stuff going on down there. Okay. It's not perfect, but it helps a little bit. It's not bad. And then the arms. I mean, I love the fact that you've got this white chest thing going on. It's fantastic. But it adds all this extra white. That just kind of ruins everything you're trying to do. And because it's a suit, you can't layer on top of it very easily unless I armor up, which you just can't do. And we're left with this problem that there's no way to particularly solve in an efficient manner. And it's just so frustrating. I have found a little bit more black with his Fantasy Evil shirt to help hide our Symbiote Spider-Man. But ultimately, this is not going as well as I was hoping, though it's gone fairly well. The problem is the Fantasy Evil shirt has made him a little bit thicker in the upper torso, and it's not quite right. He's a bit thinner like that. Guys, you know what? This is the final physical appearance of our Symbiote Spider-Man. I know there's a lot of white in the back, but man, he looks really good from the front. Hopefully, guys, enjoy it. Let's take him for a spin. Well, actually, no, first, oh my god, what am I doing? We need to give him some HP. We need to give him some speed, some attack speed, some damage, and then we gotta go into his ability. So one hand is gonna punch. So we're gonna do a giant punch in the one hand. The other hand is going to do webbing, throw potion, but instead of you know what I could do? We could do the Dark Peasant throw, right? And then take the Dark Peasant throw, but then I like the little blackness going on because the blackness makes so much sense with the symbiote. It just works so well. And you take this and you turn it into harpoons because of webbing, right? So he's firing harpoons, and then he's gonna punch you. And in terms of abilities, he doesn't need a deflection. He doesn't need a hover. He doesn't really even need... You can have a jump. You can have a jump. I mean, you can always have a jump. Jumps are great in this game. These other abilities, you don't really need. I don't really need any of this, right? I don't need blocks. We don't need spells. We don't need any of these, other than maybe a dodge. Maybe a Gister dodge. Because why not? I can dodge some of your abilities. Because he's Spider-Man, he's nimble. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. This is Symbiote Spider-Man, guys. Symbiote Spider-Man. Let's take a picture of our lovely Symbiote Spider-Man. That's actually a great shot. And let's take him for a spin. Here is our Symbiote Spider-Man in all of his glory. He looks fantastic, and he's going to be facing regular Spider-Man, because it makes sense. Spider-Man with the webbing. Wow, what happened to your pants? What happened to your outfit? Who ruined you? Maybe the game updated broke something. Regardless, here we go. Symbiote Spider-Man. Throw the harpoons. Look at Spider-Man dodge the webbing from Symbiote Spider-Man. And Spider-Man trying to use his lassos to reach Symbiote and can't quite get there. The only problem with this particular fight, guys. Oh, red victory. Wait a minute. Wasn't this guy red? Wasn't he red? No, he was blue. Red victory. The harpoons landed on Spider-Man and did a, maybe we should change the harpoons to lassos. Yeah, those harpoons deal a little bit too much damage. They can become lassos now. In that case, Symbiote Spider-Man can fight a melee character in Captain America. Now we're talking. Here comes the webbing as opposed to the harpoons, and Symbiote Spider-Man has Captain America all wrapped up. But the problem is those harpoons did deal a bunch of damage, but hopefully Symbiote Spider-Man can deal enough damage. Red victory. We are going to create the most godly Anti-Venom you have ever seen. Well, in this game, anyways. Here we are in the unit creator, and now I'm gonna make for you an amazing Anti-Venom. And first things first, we need the lizard head, the head that we use for Venom, and there's a couple of ways we can do it. Actually, no, honestly, there's only one way we can do it, and that is the wooden lizard head. Now, to do Venom, for example, if we were going to do regular Venom, we would do black and white. For example, we would take this part, make it black, take this part here, make it white, a beautiful white, take this part, make it white, and take the green eyes, make them white. This is how we would do something like Venom, but we're not doing Venom. We're doing Anti-Venom. So we need to start to reverse things. A lot of his accents are gonna be black, and a lot of his base things, his trim is going to be white. His accents are white. You know what I mean? And now we need to cover up his face. Let's grab the balaclava because it does a fantastic job of covering up the face, and we may not need it. No, we might need it. We need to cover his eyes, and before we have used the masks, any of these masks will do. But once you take all the parts of the mask and you turn them white, well, then his insides are fantastic. Do we give Anti-Venom a red tongue? Do we give him the kabuki mask tongue? I think we should. It's usually a great idea. Like this. Problem is, now he's got eyes. You don't want to give him eyes. What? His nose is back? Nose is gone. Nose is back? Nose is gone. I don't know what's going on. Now, his eyes won't be there. If I run a test right now, his eyes really shouldn't be there. But the eyes are kind of, there we go. Now they're kind of covered. Now that's what we're talking about, guys. Let's continue on covering up our Anti-Venom. And I have an idea. I don't know how well this is going to work, but this is my idea. If we take the Tab G skeleton suit, and then we come over here and we make the black part white, and then we take the bones and make them black. Now, Anti-Venom has lots of black portions spreading out in every direction on his body, though not as much on his legs, mostly on his chest. This kind of works, but not quite. It's okay, but it's not great. Let's work on covering up his legs. Let's grab some pants. I'm thinking the Renaissance pants, one of our favorites. Honestly, the pants that I need to be able to cover him because we're trying to hide his leg bones. But if none of these pants cover him properly, this could prove difficult. At least these Renaissance pants do a decent job of covering up most of this blackness here. And then we cover up his feet. What if we give him some boots? Like some vampire shoes. Yep, the vampire shoes do a pretty good job of covering up his feet. Anti-Venom doesn't have as much black down here towards the bottom. A lot of the black is up here at the top with the red tongue. Now, if there were objects in the game that can give him a crisscrossing kind of belt around the chest, that'd be fantastic for the Anti-Venom look. Like, for example, his backpack, it's good, but then the problem is he has to wear a backpack. The sash isn't bad. We can take the sash and make it black. Nah, I'm not liking it. I think we're going to stick with just the bone idea, but now he needs some of that bulk. You know what I'm talking about. Some of that Hulk bulk, guys, to thicken him out, to make him strong. Let's start with the medieval plates. I do love the medieval plates. We'll add the black buttons. There you go. A little bit of Hulk bulk for our Anti-Venom. He's a lot thicker in the legs too, and he's thicker in the arms. You know, he is just thicker all the way around. Not to mention the fact he does have claws on his hand. Now, the only way we can do claws is a couple ways. We can do kitty cat claws, and I guess this is as close as we can get to proper Anti-Venom claws. Go like this, make the nails black. Okay, Anti-Venom's got the claws. Probably should give him monster feet. Monster feet for the feet. Go down to the feet, type in monster. There you go, monster feet. Now, one problem this does do is that it gives us the furry. I'm not liking the fur. Never mind. Cut that out. We don't need that, guys. We don't need the monster feet in the slightest. He still needs bulk. He still needs strength. We have the black on the chest. If I can get rid of this black here in the torso, that'd be great. How do I remove the black in the belly? I need a belly shirt that doesn't cover anything else. And I don't think those exist. I mean, if I took this Dynasty belt and I colored everything white, It does hide his belly, and now all we have is the stuff up here in the chest, which fits the images very well for Anti-Venom. But he's still not big and strong enough. He needs to be even bigger, even stronger. And yet we can't cover his chest because we need to see the black webbing. It's integral to the build of this character. How about some medieval shoulder pads? Take them, color them white, gives them a bit more bulk, a little bit more. Should we add another set of shoulder pads? Something like this, something like this, something like that. That's actually not bad. There you go. Very bulky looking Anti-Venom, gives him that thickness in the upper body, which is exactly what we're looking for. Now, usually when you're creating a Venom, you want to give him a symbiote to fight with, because the symbiote is known to come out of his body and do crazy symbiote things. However, I cannot color these symbiote things a different color. There's no way. So I don't think Anti-Venom needs to have the symbiote wings. I think we're very close to how Anti-Venom is going to look. Now, actually, looking more at these pictures, the inside of the mouth of Anti-Venom is not white, kind of glows. In the cartoons, Anti-Venom's inside of his mouth glows a yellow, like he's got like heat and fire in there. So I think we can modify that. If we go and we find the eyes, we can give the eyes a golden glow, and then the face mask, we can give the inside of the mask a golden glow like this. And I think the balaclava would also have to be a golden glow. That's not bad. It's kind of cool. It needs to be a bit brighter though. Maybe a bit brighter. Let's just try. There we go. Now we're talking though. There's a bit of yellow coming up the bottom here, right in his neck. Do you see that? We gotta fix that. That would be the Kabuki which is this one. Okay, this one here has to stay white to hide itself. But now he's got white eyebrows. That's kind of a problem. That's kind of a problem. White eyebrows. We'll stick with that. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the visual appearance of our Anti-Venom. Comment down below and give us a score out of 10, letting us know how well we did designing this beast. Now, the fun part. Anti-Venom has a lot of very similar Venom abilities, but the one thing I want to definitely do, first and foremost, we're going to give him a ground pound with the Ice Giant Punch. This guy is going to use his superior strength to slam down and destroy things. Now, we do know that he is able to use his symbiote like a webbing. So I'm thinking we have to do the Banshee hands into a webbing of sorts. I could go harpoon or I could go lasso. I'm thinking we go lasso. There we go. And now for the abilities, we want him to have a giant stomp because he has superhuman strength. We want him to be able to go in there to leap in and deal some damage. We'll give him a super jump, which is always fantastic and very much Reaper, very much Venom, very much Carnage. Oh, we can make him fight Carnage. I think that'd be a great idea. Give him an Enrage, just a staple for these kinds of characters, guys. And I don't think he needs any other abilities. We've nailed it. It's perfect stats-wise. 100k. No, 300k, 200k. Size, I want to make him a little bit bigger, just kind of beefy. Weight, make it a little bit heavier. Movement speed, a little bit faster. Attack speed, a little bit higher. And damage, a boatload higher. Because these guys need to be able to kill each other. If I don't, well, we have massive problems. We're going to call him Anti-Venom. And guys, we're going to take a picture of our lovely Anti-Venom. And then we're going to take Anti-Venom for a spin. Here we go, taking a look at our Anti-Venom. He looks fantastic. He's ready to roll, and he's going to take on the Knights of the Faction, leaping in, sending in the webbing, the synthetic webbing. Look at the arrows in the ribs of Anti-Venom. More webbing going out, up into the sky, slamming down, dealing a bunch of damage to the Knights. The King is in with all the healers at his back, and Anti-Venom's actually having a bit of a hard time defeating the Knights. He's not destroying them as fast as you'd hope. He has some of them roped up. This poor Knight is caught in the webbing of of Anti-Venom. Anti-Venom is now in on the healers. He's looking hungry. He wants to eat. Big slam attack, destroying a bunch of the healers. The catapults are launching. The king is down. The king is done. And now Anti-Venom is one by one dealing with the archers, using the webbing. The catapult's coming in, destroying it. Anti-Venom has picked up some corpses of the archers, and now he's going in, using the lasso ability, using the webbing ability to destroy the last of these catapults, and he wins. Venom and Spider-Man have to team up to fight Anti-Venom. Will they be victorious, or will Anti-Venom win the day? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1, go! Venom and Spider-Man about to leap in. Huge collision in the sky. Spider-Man throwing out a boatload of webbing. Anti-Venom trying to web back. And it seems that, oh, here we go. The harpoons from Venom accidentally grabbing his teammate. I mean, we said that Spider-Man and Venom were on the same team. But we know the truth that Venom is only there to use Peter Parker to help him fight Anti-Venom. And if Venom can get a few licks in on Spider-Man during the fight, of course he will, because they are sworn enemies. Spider-Man just webbing up Anti-Venom like crazy, unleashing the webbing. Anti-Venom is now enraged. And the fight continues. The slams, the harpoons from Venom in the back of Spider-Man. Anti-Venom still alive, being tossed around by the webs of Spider-Man. Venom is down. Venom is gone, guys. It's Spider-Man versus Anti-Venom one-on-one. Spider-Man unleashing a sheer massive amount of webbing, trying to keep Anti-Venom under control. Red victory